And we are back with more Elden Ring. Last time we left off, we were venturing through Caelid. We were able to go through the Swamp of Ionia. We fought the boss that was there, got the unalloyed gold needle for Sage something rather other, and we used that basically to cure the girl of her plague, who went on to go do an adventure. We also fought a dragon. We did a number of things last time here in Caelid. Now this time around, the big thing is there more of Caelid we've yet to explore, or... I believe that tower is that fortification we pillaged before. Yeah, okay. Well, there is a series of ruins over here. But alright, so it looks like there might be more here to explore. I know I wanted to have some of the other places today, like basically the Plateau or Volcano Manor, but... let's see what we'll see here first. Alright, Ashes of War, on the pike. Yeah, we had ice basically for the dragon, but we can probably go back to the Spectral Lance right now. Still standard. I really wish that there was another Ash of War ready weapon we could equip. It's a shame that none of these imply that they are like built-in two-handers. Huh. Could go back to the old Uchigatana. Everyone loves the Uchigatana. The Nagakiba, which one was that one? Ah, yes, okay, so this is basically the signature weapon. Yeah, we need 22 decks for that one. There also is giant weapons, but we are kind of rubbing up against heavy equip load, though. We get basically Ash of War on the Scythe. I keep wondering about the fists, even though it's very ridiculous for the fists. And in fact, yeah, a lot of the fists don't have... We could do cold punching. Honestly, that is kind of funny. Did we ever upgrade the Castus? We did not upgrade the Castus. The big thing is we don't have a lot of strike weapons, which is why I'm still tempted to have something for strike. And it's funny thinking fisticuffs. But we would have to upgrade that from scratch, though. Which, now think about it. Alright, yeah, we already swapped out the S4. Yeah, let's just take a look real quick if we were to swap out the Ornamental Straight Sword, because... yeah, like, I thought this was going to be holy last... Nope, did not mean to do that. Thought this would be holy, yeah. Grant their attacks Holy Essence. But it didn't cause the undead last time to not respawn, so I wonder if it's not quite that. I do want to do the Sword of Saint Trina, but I feel like that should probably be on the main hand, and we're kind of full up on the main hand right now. And again, like, part of it is just having another weapon that can use ashes. Oh yeah, I forgot all about Moonveil, which... yeah, 23 int, so can't use that. Yeah, that's one basically 19 Arcana and 21 Dex. Not quite usable there. If we were to hold the Uchigatana again, though... it's heavy load. But we do know a way around that for right now. Boom! Alright, where are you, Uchigatana? There we go. Yeah, it's practically half the level that our old pike is, but... same level as the heater shield, just one short of the Misericorde. I guess the big thing is, real quick here. Surely, management, the way to go here. So exciting. But, I want to see if... okay, this was the pull-in attack. Like, there's definitely a lot more going on with what we can do... there we are. With the Uchigatana. I did see, I guess it was this one that was supposedly a really good Ash of War. There was a comment in a previous video about that. So you know what, we'll go ahead... yeah, give the Uchigatana that for right now, we can kind of give it a shot. And Uchigatana, since kind of like, you know, the desire to be two-handed. Being a katana and all, like, yeah. Alright. Okay, let's see, where did I put... okay, I did put the marker down. Aha. I just feel like we haven't explored over here, though. Oh. Hmm. Normally I'm used to like this rocky cliff area not really being something that's accessible, but it appears to be in this case. Wait. No. I guess it's not. Alright, alright. Okay, so the minor urge area that we're seeing over there is over in the Weeping Peninsula. Okay, okay. Trying to get my bearings here. We came from the Dragon Arena. Okay, so there's basically the Church of Dragon Communion. There's our beacon. Okay, okay. I have my bearings now. I know where I'm kind of going, maybe. Okay, I do see the ruins up ahead. I don't believe these are ruins we've explored yet. Okay. Bug people on the road with a infested dog. Alright, let's go ahead and do some scouting here. Okay, that's the stake of Mariko. Looks like a bug person over there. Oh, that's zombie dog. Alright. Body. Feels like there should be an entrance to an underground area somewhere around here. I don't know if that bug saw us or not, or whether they're naturally patrolling. Got a bit caught there. Almost feels like also you'd parkour on those beams. Alright, we'll start with this building and kind of work our way northward? Yeah, northward. Alright, cool. We do have the ability to summon help. Who would be the best one to summon? Probably Finger Maiden, since we don't have a lot of experience fighting these bugs. And you know what? Let's go ahead and give this new Ash of War a shot here. The Caelid Waypoint Ruins. And boom! Okay, but I didn't draw the ones outside, thankfully. Not seeing any secrets here, but... Can't tell if I had heard something or not. Aha, there we go. Some underground bits here. Oh. I was kind of dodging a bit too chaotically there. I was trying to get into a nice position to do the Ash of War, but... Alright. Thankfully, we didn't lose that many runes since we ended last time with a level up. Oh, okay, we're definitely more on the northern side of these ruins now. Oh, wow, that's a longer range than I thought it was. Alright, let's go ahead and get the Finger Maiden back out. Gotta make sure we can actually use that Ash of War. Over here. Sure I don't catch Scarlet Rot. There we go. You can definitely tell it's the beginning of a new recording because I am being a bit rough here. Okay, so the reason why it went so far last time was... Oh. Yeah, I wonder why it doesn't always have a seemingly long range. There we go. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Alright, I think we're gonna need the shield here. Yeah, as an offhand weapon, with your katana... Whoop. Not quite cutting it. Alright, get stamina back. Alright, incoming plague shot. Alright, I think that's... Dang it. Oh, these are the mushroom men. I remember them now. Alright, well, it was so important that they were guarding. Alright, rock grease. Also, we should probably... There we go. Dispel that. Did dispel. Yep. Alright. Still gotta get our paltry amount of ruins here. There we go. And there we go. All healed up, runes obtained. Ooh, pest glaive. Glaive made from a hard, sharpened shell, wielded by the pests who emerge from the swamp of Ionia. Slightly increases non-physical damage negation. Though men might recognize the keen intellect of the pests evidenced by the spear's uncanny design, it will never be understood by them. Spinning slash. Interesting. Alright, definitely the torch going down in here. Or lantern. Boss or treasure? Oh. This is unexpected. It's like the larval form of those dudes. Alright, gotta make sure we're not getting stun locked here. There we go. And more of them. There we go. This iframe's in. Alright, not too bad in the end. Interesting new little... Like, it is a basic arena room, but they've just filled it full of disgusting graves here. Alright, treasure. Meteoric ore blade. The katana, nice. Katana forged from meteoric ore to dispatch life forms born of falling stars. Deals magic damage. The blade is weighty, known to deliver slashes of such ferocity that the impact is said to resemble the crash of a falling meteor. Skill, gravitas. Skill originating from the Alabaster Lords, who had skin of stone. Thrust the armament into the ground to create a gravity well. Ooh, 18 int, okay. Alright, we still got our dragon eyes from last time. I do wonder if there's a way to undo that or not. Probably not, but I'm a bit surprised that there was any warning that something was going to happen there. Okay, I didn't hear anything reveal itself, but I also would not be shocked if there was a secret passage here. Like, I can't tell if the implication is that the bug people come from the Scarlet Rot, like, structures? Because like I had mentioned last time, originally I thought basically Scarlet Rot was, like, kind of aligned maybe with, Millennia soldiers, but they seem to be just as much about warding off the rot thematically and in the naming of their armor as, Radagon's folk. It is Radagon. They were Radahan. The younger one. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Didn't expect suddenly a Scarlet Rot mini-swamp here. Ooh, and a sealed off thing. Ooh, and, one of those weird trees that are, like, kind of hinting at things. There we go. Uh-oh. Get out of the swamp. Alright, we weren't quite done looking at the ruins, though, but I can't tell if we're still technically in the ruins or not. And let's try to hop our way back up here. Okay, we're still in parts that we've cleared out. Alright, that's the stake where we respawned. I do wonder, will our Finger Maiden be able to... Nope. Alright, I forget, can we tap these trees while, I can't tell what that is in the distance there. Alright. I assume this thing's gonna walk over to that fog door. Dang it. There we go. Okay, cool. Alright, come on, slow-moving ghost. Show me the thing I'm pretty certain you're gonna show me. I would prefer not to aggro the plants, if possible. No, too late for that. Yeah, come on, Ghost Man. Almost there, Ghost Man. I really wish they gave us something for, like, escorting them. Alright. Stone sword key. Okay. Takes two, but thankfully we have two. I wasn't certain if we had two or only one. Okay, down into the depths we go. Should probably top off on that, huh? Huh. The jail cave. Such a chest seems very suspicious. I know still there's no mimics, but I'm like... Maybe we have to go through the dungeon, and they'll be like, did you open the chest at the beginning? And if you say no, they're like, you're an honest person, you don't belong in jail. But if we do the dungeon, and on our way out, we can then grab the chest. Guess in hindsight, we did technically use a flask right before entering, so we should probably get a rest in real quick. Okay, Go, go. And then kill that rat again. If we can get one backstab in, we won't have the damage, so should be okay. Alright, lantern is still on. It's only the one way forward. It's like hard to tell what would be hidden passages or not. I mean, it's definitely some sort of jail cave. Huh. Okay. Oh, here we go. Actually, in hindsight, we didn't notice that to begin with, so let's make sure there's not other doors along the side here. Okay, doesn't appear to be. Deeper and deeper we go. Alright, we are now in jail. Alright, these are actually ragdoll bodies. So if I recall correctly, these are like the burning bodies that are maybe infested by plague? I mean, going to explode. And you there, want to get up and try to explode? I'm doing this in the event that at some point all the doors open and anyone not already exploded would like rush at me. So better to pre-detonate them now rather than wait for it. Okay, the other one didn't detonate quite yet. Yeah, there's an item in there, so at some point these doors open. Now the question is, where's the jailer? You got a jail. It's gonna be a jailer. Ooh. Ask, and ye shall get the answer to. There we go. They got nothing on their Dragon Burrow counterparts. There we go. Both of you light the fuse. And you two get up. It does look like there's stuff beyond him. Okay. Ah, a lever up there, alright. If I know my video game jails at all, we hit the lever and the doors all open. Don't think we can try to aggro the other ones in here early. Yeah, like one of them's wandering, but not wandering too far. We already checked all the doors here. And because it's kind of a central area, might as well shackle here, and in theory, we'll naturally kind of ping the other people. Huh. Okay. I didn't think there'd be a drop down, but... Oh, actually, we should try the door. Alright, doesn't open from this side. Alright, that's what I kind of thought. But always good to confirm. Yeah, it's like... Can we use the terrain in interesting and creative ways? Do a little bit of parkour? Even getting up there, we don't really have the foothold for one more jump. So, alright, let's try to do this the proper way. There we go. Oh, in hindsight, okay, that's probably sleep gas. I've been thinking that was probably frost gas, but there's no frost buildup just now. Which, in hindsight, I wonder if my Vulgar Militia armor... Because, like, I'm pretty certain I'm wearing all but the head. I wonder if it gives sleep buildup resistance. If so, that'd be quite nice. There we go. And then... And in hindsight, double checking the door here. Come on, you. I believe in you. No, I could probably just kill them the old-fashioned way. Yeah, we need to get to that lever, but pretty certain that's supposed to be the theme here. And boom. Alright, Vulgar Militiamen or Militia Gauntlets. Not seeing anything else here. Much quicker than letting them explode on their own. Okay. Nothing suspicious about that earthen pit. I do like kind of the creepy earthen silence here. Like the music here is doing a good job of setting the ambiance. I'm imagining that rat that we saw just now was on a patrol, right? Oof. It's always the rats. There we go. Alright, anything good on the rat body itself? Golden Rune 3. It's doable, it's acceptable. There we go. Alright, what were they feasting on back here? Gold Rune 4. Okay, turtleneck meat. And I hear no more yeah, I don't hear any more scooping. For a brief second as I was saying that. Uh-oh. It's a good way to trigger those from a distance here. Well, not quite how I intended that to go, but we should have some... There we go. Poison heals. Alright, back to the regular one. Only 3 of them. Right, go to run 5. Like, technically we have to check on the other side of the door, but let's open up this little path here first. Then, right, Somber Smithing's doing 5. Feels like there would be something over here, but the shackles revealed no secret, so probably just a jump down ambush point for the others. But alright. Huh? There we go. Everyone's free. And we are free to pillage their jail cells. Yes. Right, good. Old Fang. Artillery shield, interesting. Part of me wonders if the ground beneath them would collapse, but I want to try and make sure we actually collect everything first. I mean, it's doubtful that it will, but, you know, always good to check. Okay, I think that's the jail cell we came in from. And we had seen something in here. Here we go, go to room 2. And there was this here, which I believe probably connects back to the path up above. Yeah, here we go. I think. I mean, it's a dead rat, which was probably us taking care of the rat. Yeah, okay. I should probably top back off on mana here. We could have probably done one more spectral lance, but it's fine. Okay. Real quick. Gonna make sure the ground in here doesn't collapse. Okay. Again, the earthen pit looks suspicious. But I think that's just me starting to get paranoid about all earthen pits. Okay, if we go down the initial path with us going to the left. Oh, there's one of the fire dudes out. There we are. Put that guy out. I wasn't quite certain if I could do that, but good to confirm. Interesting little dungeon. Oop. There we go. One, two. There we go. Yeah, those guys are definitely fast-acting compared to previous ones. Right, melted mushroom. This feels like a trap. Ooh, wakizashi. Not bad. Go to run 4. Ooh, and a stone sword key. Alright. That's one of 2 refunded for getting in here. Wakizashi, short sword with a tempering pattern on the blade, a weapon unique to warriors of the land of the reeds. Afflicts targets with blood loss. These swords are considered auxiliary weapons, yet one man is known to wield this weapon in his left hand while using a full-size katana in his right, a demonic swordsman known only as Okina. Step, quick step. And then pillory shield. Pillory made to punish serious felons, used as a shield. Though made of wood, or made of good, sturdy wood, it is only a makeshift tool and performs as such, perhaps due to its use as a device with which the guilty were made to endure prolonged suffering. It raises its vitality. Okay. Alright, so, oh, there we go. We got multiple here. There. There we go. Poke. Scan. Alright. Dead end over here, so probably the correct path is up there. But real quick, double checking here. I think this is the rat area, right? Yeah, here we go, okay. At least let's see the other dead rat. Yep, alright, cool. So only one path in which left to go. Something tells me I am not going to fight the Okina demon swordsman at the end of this dungeon. But if I did, maybe good weapon. This feels suspicious given all the dead militiamen. Gold rune 4. Rainbow stone. Real quick, going to... Alright, nothing here, and then... Okay. Who's hiding back here? Ooh, drop down. Alright, they gave me rainbow stones for a reason. Oh yeah, back with the... I remember now, I swapped those out for, Oh, alright. Oh, easy enough. Okay, so here... Okay. Down, down, down. Frenzied Duelist. Well, that was easy. Putrid corpse ashes. Huh, so is that the explodey guys? Summons 4 putrid corpse spirits. Ash remains in spirits in which spirits yet dwell. Use to summon the spirits of 4 putrid corpses. These spirits appear some distance from the summoner. Though their movements are dull and confused, their low moans make them effective at drawing the attention of enemies. True death does not come easily for them. Okay. So they're good at taunting, then, it sounds like. Okay, that's back to entrance, but what's over here? Oh, Limgrave. an actual grave. Regalia of Caelid. Treasured Sword of Caelid, a lesser, long-vanished domain. The copper coloration is not to be confused for rust, but is a conduit for its wielder to move by their will alone, or for its wielder to move it by their will alone. Sword of Caelid dances through the skies. Unique skill? Caelid's dancing blade. Infuse the sword with energy, then fling it forwards in a corkscrew pattern. The swords continuously deal damage while violently spinning. Sounds cool. 15 arcane, though. Alright, glowstone. Where? Okay. Okay, so the jail went right underneath, I guess, Fort Jail. Alright, that matches. And I think we've explored then the beach down there. Yeah, because that should be, yep, the third Church of Marika. Alright, let's go ahead and reward ourselves with that treasure at the beginning. We're gonna turn to entrance. I'm quite happy with how my jar throwing ashes is working here. Oh. Every time they're turning off the lantern. Alright. A big question that I kind of wonder is this going to be a trap that just puts me in jail? Oh, no, Rune Arc, alright. Kind of odd to be randomly there, but hey, we'll take it. Okay, only about halfway there to a new level. Okay, so that was... yeah, Dragon, Nomadic Merchant, all the dogs, path there. I still feel like there's probably something more to the swamp. Also, in hindsight, I guess we never actually explored the Sellia Crystal Tunnel. Way back in the day, we kind of just went up at the very beginning there. Heart of Ionia, Inner Ionia. I guess we can explore a bit more of Ionia itself here. Alright, good old spear at the ready. Yeah, stick out the Uchikatana there. Gotta say, I wasn't too impressed by those, the red mane ashes. But could be using it incorrectly. I don't know why I decided to run headlong into that geyser. Alright. I feel like if there's gonna be something here, it's gonna be there. More of Millennia's men. Huh. I feel like oh, there's Grace over here. Let me see it, if only one last time. Your splendid blade, dancing amongst the scarlet rot. Interesting. Which tree is he looking at? Okay, that's one all the way over there in Dragonboro. Alright, tap this. Iona Swamp Shore, okay. Real quick, take a peek up here. Oh, one of them graveyards. Oh, and another spot of grace? I feel like this isn't too far from where we were previously. Astray from Caelid Highway North. And there's the Waypoint Ruins. Ooh. Ideally Ash of War. Hey, get back here. Ash of War, Lifesteal Fist. Ooh, is that ability that was on that one weapon? Lifesteal Fist, skill that demonstrates mastery of the art of controlling vital energies. A slow, controlled punch with an energy-infused fist that renders foes unconscious and steals their HP. Only effective against foes of human build. Usable on fists and claws. To ambush those guys or not to? Probably. There we go. Then take down the dog. Alright, yeah, there's that special tree. The thing I'm curious about is over here. Oh, that's a pumpkin head over there. Now, why is this a little gathering over here? Of course. Dang it. Alright. Whew. There we go. Alright, Sanctuary Stone. Refill on mana. Yeah, this feels slightly suspicious. I do like how they have trouble kind of fully understanding what's going on sometimes. Ah, good stuff, good stuff. Hello, you two. Alright, Lord Thorn, Straight Sword, Mushroom. Can't think. Oh. I'm assuming another mushroom. Oh, nope, row of fruit. There we go. Alright, Silver Smithing Stone 4. And that's the fortifications up above that we already kind of ransacked. Whoop. Alright, should be okay to go back down to the swamp here. And I don't think there would be anything on that side of the mini swamp here. Oh, hello. Ooh, nice. Flask replenishment. Always good to verify. Nothing actually here. Okay, no secret magically opened up. I do wonder if there's any rhyme and reason, though, to the geysers themselves. Like, if you stand at the geyser in a certain way, you, like, sink down below. Pharaoh Man stage, Mega Man 4 style. Okay, we already tapped this one. Yeah, okay. And that is simply the way, the waypoint ruins. Here we go. Oh, merchant. The Battle of Ionia, Radahan and Melania locked in stalemate. Then the Scarlet Rot blooms. Okay. So yeah, it sounds like basically the Scarlet Rot was the result of them clashing but it wasn't exactly something that either of them wanted.
Ah, welcome, dear customer.
Hello,
Yes,
merchant man.
right this way. Right this way.
Why you gotta be weird like that?
Welcome, valued customer. Come, trade in our wandering emporium. Please, buy something. I'm hungry. I've been hungry so long. Please?
Dude's kinda giving me the heebie-jeebies. Ever so slightly. But okay, we can... Yeah, we'll buy one of these. So we can eat. And I think he has infinite of the other one, so I'm like, if we buy him out, maybe something special happens, but...
Ah, how nice of you to stop by again. Please?
I thought maybe we'd have something special to say. Alright, we'll buy a pity bolt. But on hindsight, should have bought an arrow. Alright, thank you, good sir. Surprisingly not that many wares, though. Oh wow, okay, yeah, these are buildings here, but they're really faint. Alright, we gotta kind of slowly descend the cliffside here. Whoa. Trying to see if there's something that we can notice that they're looking at. But I think it's just the middle of the swamp. Alright, let's try to ride down to those ruins here real quick. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Okay, that's the ghost man. That's more of these weirdos. So we're gonna grab these Ionian butterflies here real quick. Street of Sage Ruins. Ooh, alright. Alright. Let's throw these in. There we go. Now what do we have here? Oh, meteorite staff. And gold rune 4. So, did not mean to fall. Alright, these runes are a bit suspicious with how small they are, but having a name. But that also is the same as the corpse shack. And we can summon someone here too? Very strange. Alright, back to the shackles. Whack. Okay, there's a bit more of the ruins. Alright, cool. It's not just this one lone tower. I expect some sort of treasure room. More Ionian butterfly. Ooh, traveler's stuff. Perfumer's traveling garb. Traveling perfume bottles. Oh. Alright, bit of peace and quiet here. Traveler's hat. Hat of a traveling perfumer of no renown. An association of a healer, he is said to have been in search of new aromatics in flower gardens, in hopes of treating misbegotten omen, and all those seen as impure. Garb of traveling perfumer of no renown, the thick front apron, the badge of a perfumer, has been replaced with a more simple one made from soft leather. Glove of traveling performer, or perfumer, an association of a healer. Alright. Okay, so same basically as the hat description. And the meteorite staff, staff embedded with a dark purple glintstone, said to be the fragment of a meteorite. Boasts high sorcery scaling and boosts gravity sorceries as well. However, this staff cannot be strengthened in any way. Huh. Interesting. Oopsie, did not mean to just run off there. If I had to take a guess, if there'd be something hidden here, it'd be over here. There we go. Oop. Ouch. Ouch. There we go. Whoop. Alright, toxic mushroom. Alright, let's heal up here real quick. Then lantern. Treasure, boss, other. I don't know why the treasure chest is slightly to the side, but it makes me paranoid. Alright, rock sling. Summons rocks in the earth and sends it flying, 18 int. One of the glintstone sorceries that manipulates gravitational forces. Pull a clump of rocks from the earth and send them flying. This sorcery can be cast while in motion. A gravitational technique studied by the young Radahan. Huh. His master was an alabaster lord with skin of stone. Interesting. I don't think we've encountered the alabasters themselves, but they sound like the Crystallians in terms of, like, people from space? I think technically the Crystallians is just me interpreting them as being from space, because I don't think we've had confirmation that the Crystallians are from space quite yet. So they might be just conjured up by alabaster magic. Okay, not too big of a threat there. That's probably it for the ruins here. Oh, hello. Oh, I thought I heard the glinting of the scarab, but nope. Big plant. Are you guarding anything? Ooh. 2 big plants and Sacramental Bud. Alright. Real quick. Oh, ow, 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 ow. I thought I was far enough away, but turns out I wasn't. I mainly wanted to check the map. Okay, that's gonna drop it down from that area. Okay, just run on through here. More of them erupting from the swamp water. Okay, we should be good just to kind of charge this way here. Now back towards the initial destination where we're headed towards in the swamp. Something feels a bit suspicious about this area. Guess not, though. a bit hard to see it through the rain. It's like we know that there are some of Melania's men around here. More blooming of that. Ooh, marionette soldiers. And, very odd here, Rune Arc, Sacramental Bud, Physics Stone 4. I think that's a giant in the distance. Can't quite well see where I'm going here. Everything is so foggy with the rain and the swamp. But I think this is me nearing the heart. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and there's some of Melania's men. Or man. Still feel like there has to be an additional secret here in the middle of the swamp. But maybe it's something only we uncover after we figure out what's going on underneath the Ray Lakari as well. Double checking to make sure I'm not missing any other obvious things here, but I think... Okay, for a brief second I thought I heard combat music. But okay, let's go ahead. Yeah, let's go to the Sellia Crystal Tunnel. I should be more than capable of doing this dungeon nowadays. Alright, first though, let's get our mana back up to full. Alright, lantern, shackles. Alright, no obvious secret here. And we should be ready to dive on in. Which, now that we know more about this place, why are the bug people enslaving the dudes to mine crystals? Everything else we've seen here actually doesn't really indicate they have that type of hierarchy. But we know that there's bug people forming here from that one time we got teleported over this way. Dang it. Ugh. Bit of a tight corridor there. But we do need to make sure we can get our ruins back relatively safely here. It's like, I love my polearm, but yeah, some of these close quarter combats like that. So I still wonder about the Cadius. Good old boxing fists, even though I don't know if that would necessarily be a good answer to our issue. There we come on, there we go. Alright, figured it was worth a try. There we go. Unorthodox, but it worked. Guess if these dudes aren't going to come at us, we can just live and let live. Oh, but that guy might come at us out. And yet another bug person. Trying to poke them from below here. But no such luck. Dang it. Do we make the shot? Nope. Alright, it's a dead body. There we go. I didn't think you would actually try to defend the bug, but I was wrong. Alright, synthetic stone 5, more of that. Alright, rune arc. It's a light dilemma of do I try to top off, but I think we're good. If we're truly desperate for additional HP, MP, we can backstep a few workers here. Like this guy. Thank you for your donation. Alright, take these crystals. Alright, that's where we're already plundered. Want to make sure we don't miss out on any actual smithing stones here. I don't really need the cracked crystals. Okay, gotta go the long way here. It's a rather uniquely built dungeon so far. Huh. Ah, I see, I see. Yeah, because we can't get up there without going through here. Oh. Can I actually exit here at all? I should have tried aiming for this beam, but... I guess it'd be iffy if I could even get there to begin with. Oh, that's a pretty cool way of using it. Dang it. There, that explosion was happening. Oof. There we go. Yeah, maybe I have the black flame blade at the ready. Nah, we use our shield quite a bit here. These guys are tough, and they're mostly... They're not full-on Crystallians, but they're crystal enough where they definitely take some beating. Okay, no secrets, and hopefully... Oop, that didn't alert anybody. Alright, so far so in the clear. Alright, Sombre Synthetic Stone 4. Okay. Ooh. There we go. Big old bug down. Oh, hello. coal. And a chest. What have we got in here? Rock blaster, not bad. Thrust staff in the ground to emit a massive shockwave. One of the glintstone sorceries of the Academy of Relicaria imbues the ferrule of the caster's staff with magic, then thrust it into the ground to create a magical shockwave. Hold to continue moving without striking the ground, and then push the end of the staff into enemies. An enhanced version of the glintstone miner's stone digger sorcery. Alright, so yeah, hold to continue moving without striking the ground. So that's that move that we saw the other guy do. 21 int. In theory, that one weapon slot we keep rotating on, we could have that be a sorcery catalyst. Alright, Cuckoo Glintstone. I don't think it was worth the drop down, but whatever. Alright, back up we go. Yeah, again, I'm trying to think of the relationship here between the bug people and the crystal people. Because the bug people seem like they worship the rot, but the crystal people basically are all about knock around the Eternal City and all that jazz. So is there a connection between the two of them? Right, Golden Ruin. There we go. Don't you get any ideas? I'm taking care of your friend. These guys definitely hit pretty hard in this place. Arguably more so than most other folks in the swamp so far. Alright, grab this. Somber Smithing Stone, maybe? Yeah, Somber Smithing Stone 4. Not bad. Okay. Yep, that's what I thought. There we go. No longer a little pincer thing here. Quickly. Run back. There we go. Whew. Alright, Dragon Wound Grease. More Somber Smithing Stone. Alright, that looks like part of the boss thing there. Faithful Canvas Talisman. And Smithing Stone 5. Raises potency of incantations. A talisman bearing an icon that depicts a group of masked figures. Raises potency of incantations. The figures represent the flock at prayer, their firm belief in the intangible, inspiring even the solitary founder of their religion. Was it faith if not what is faith if not affirmation? There it can't actually get up on the stage. But we can double check. Okay, seemingly no secret. Alright, let's see. Okay. Alright, boss time here. Who do we got? Falling Star Beast. I do not like whatever it is. It's like a bull antlion. Whew, ouch. Should have seen that coming. Nice. Alright, out of mana. Ouch. Oof. Ouch, please stop that. Phew. Enemy felled, Somber Smithing Stone 6, Smithing Stone 7, Gravity Stone Chunk, Gravity Stone Chunk, Somber Stone Miner's Bell Bearing. Huh. Was there... Like, in my head I'm like, was there a merchant here beforehand? But maybe it's just, like, I think we got one of these in an earlier mining thing, so it's just additional mining stuff that's now purchasable. Or at least that's what it should be. Alright. And definitely need to rest up after that. Oh, now think about it. Real quick, rest again. Mix Wondrous Flask. Yeah, it's like, we should swap out this. There was a comment in a previous video being like, this will help you when you fight the Lord of Blood, Mog, or whatever his name was. And I'm like, I'm going to forget about this when the moment comes, so we're just going to put it in there for right now to begin with. Alright. And... Alright, so that's cleared. Real quick. Going back to the Table of Lost Grace. Because with all those smithing stones and the bell bearing, I'm reminded that we need to actually potentially upgrade some stuff here. Oh yeah, is that big dude still haunting this room? Yeah. Offer a bell bearing. Oh yeah, Thoughts bell bearing. Boom. Offer a Thoughts bell bearing and Somber Miner's bell bearing 1. There we go. Oh, in hindsight, That's not too amazing, given EG already gives us access to this. But okay, fair enough. Oh, we do have enough to actually level up, though. I'll admit, slight hesitation at leveling up, though, because I'm like, we do need some runes for upgrading equipment, but it should be fine. It should be fine. Alright, level up. Okay. We were updating endurance to be able to lift more. Yeah, let's keep pushing this to 25, so we can kind of swap off the additional equipment enhancement. Alright. And I'm reminded of an old comment that was about talking to Gideon about
journey to the capital. Let two fingers you may
the Lord of the Capital, because yeah, Morgott. I always remember because his name is unusual, that it's not like anyone else. But he might have different dialogue now for this guy, because before he would be like, you can't go to the capital.
Morgott the Grace given is Lord of Landel, the capital city. It lies at the foot of the Erd Tree, in the east of the Altus Plateau. But the two fingers forbid us from venturing there, until we've acquired enough great runes to repair the Elden Ring.
Huh, it was a repeat dialogue after all. Huh. Boo. But alright, might as well check in with folk here. Borazier gone, D gone, Cleric Man gone. Ladies Who's of Death gone. At least our merchants are still here.
Well, I took you for
Yeah, all this taking me for dead. I ain't dead yet. Okay, we can upgrade our pike even further. Might as well, given... I mean, the pike's seen us through this far. We're probably going to see it through to the end of the game. Okay. Ooh, we actually can upgrade it again if we just had the ruins, which if we bust open one, that should be good enough. So, how's distraught daughter doing?
No. How could I say that? Father has... And now...
Oh, give the Stormhawk King. I mean, I can't use him. He's stubborn, but if he takes to you, all the better.
Is that ash? I can smell the ancient storm in it. My thanks. I'll gladly take it. I'm not like Roderica. I don't feel the presence of spirits, let alone see them. Still, this ash, it reminds me of my first hawk. Thank you. In this ash, I can smell the ancient storm. It reminds me of my first hawk. In this ash, it reminds
Alright, repeat dialogue now, so, alright. But our quest should proceed. There was a comment in one of my past videos, I think the most recent one or the one right before that? I think the one right before that. Mentioning that basically someone I knew would take the ashes. But quite honestly, I thought it would be, Kenneth Haight. I thought maybe like the new Lord of Limgrave would be the Hawk. And it'd be like, alright, I'm gonna put a Hawk up as Lord. But not the case. Yeah, I think we should bust open at least one ruin to get the pike even further. Bump.
Back already, no matter.
Yep. I'm always back. Boom. Pike 15. Alright, so now we're officially in Somber Stone 6. We could upgrade it even further. Which I'm tempted to do. Since it might be a while before I remember to upgrade it again next time. Although, let's see here. You select the number. This should be 2000, right? Yeah.
Back already, no matter.
Boom, boom. Q. I think I push it for all it's worth.
Greetings, are you here for...
Okay, she still has the whole thing about the dude down at the end of the corridor. Okay, so all these are upgradable. I think Jarwhite has definitely proven himself, but these guys take a bit more than the weapon, so more just something for future reference. Alright. And then, let's see, how much time we have left for today? Ugh, not a whole lot. But let's see. I'm trying to think of any of the plateau we've come across so far. Yeah, let's go to the Ravine Veiled Village here real quick. Let's see what the actual proper way up would be. Or we could investigate this weird gazebo. Or we could also head to that Erd tree. There's a cave there. I don't know how easy it would be to get over there. We'll start with checking out this gazebo. If it's basically nothing, we'll do the tunnel. That basically was the other way up to the plateau. And if that is an option... Or... No, not... If that's not an option... Wait, my brain, my head. But if this ends up being something, yeah, then we'll focus on whatever it is. Because I'm wondering if it's maybe an elevator down below. But for all I know, it could also be like a boss or what have you. Okay, I don't think it was a military camp. Although I'm trying to recall if I raided this camp prior or not. I don't think I have, but those are demi-humans. There we go. Alright, at least the guards are taken out. Still a bit surprised to see so many demi-humans up here on the plateau. Trying to sneak up on this particular winged one. There we go. Oops, stone sword key. Glad to take that. Knock all this stuff out of the way in case treasure is being hidden from us. So isn't that a summoning statue thing? There's no summon seemingly available. I don't think we can tap these, right? Yep. Okay, I think that's another beast man. Oh, Spectral Lance. Such a good ability. Oh, it's another jail! Ooh, and we need to activate that particular one. Alright, this could be a good way to end it. If I can get down there safely. Any graves for me to descend via? Okay, so there is a bit of a wraparound here. But with it being a jail, that'll be a good thing to end it on. We can try fighting this boss, and hopefully everything goes smoothly, and then call it there. Okay, we should be able to descend from here. I should probably turn on lantern. And I'll think about it. Get Jarman at the ready. Ah, okay. It's the summoner dudes. That said, they tend not to follow over to jail areas. Like, most enemies avoid the jails. Alright, only takes one. Stone Sword Key was lost its use. Golden Lineage Everjail. Ooh. I am of the Golden Lineage. Is one of our ancestors jailed here? Enter Everjail? Yes. Okay, yeah. No summon available. I kind of figured, but I wasn't completely certain. Godfrey, what are you doing here? I killed you. Dun. I do wonder why it is Godfrey. Or maybe there's someone else. Maybe it's Godfroy? Yeah, because this one was Godric? But I thought grafted was kind of a thing that he was doing that he shouldn't have been doing to begin with. Like, was one of his ancestors also doing it? Ouch. There we go. Still good, still good. All right. Run! Alright, make sure we have stamina in case he attacks. More spears! Okay, good, good. There we are. Fool me 3 times. No. Godfrey Icon. Which that Godfrey icon is spelled differently than Godfrey, which is different than Godric. Let's see if the item doesn't give us more breakdown here. Enhances charge weapons and skills. A legendary talisman depicting the Elden Lord Godfrey. Raises charge stack, power of sorcery, incantations, and skills. Godfrey was a ferocious warrior. When he vowed to become a lord, he took the beast regent Serosh upon his back to suppress the ceaseless lust for battle that raged within. I feel like we've heard the name Serosh mentioned somewhere else. Yeah, I think there's some other thing that we got, because I remember joking, being like, that sounds like it's going to be a boss. Because I think it might have been the tutorial boss, but that was the dual blades we got. But I guess we also got I think we got a shield from it as well? Let's see here. Yeah, here we are. The Golden Beast Crest Shield. The beast depicted is Serosh, aged counselor who guides the golden lineage. Interesting. The other reason I say interesting is that when we went to that weird tornado place, like, there was the same kind of like beast in graves that was all around near Dragonburrow. So I wonder if there's some greater connection there. I still wonder what that city in the clouds was. Also, golden row, huh? Easily found near the Erd Tree, which are used for crafting. A row of fruit tinted with gold, which are used for crafting items, easily found near the Erd Tree. Now think about it, we're kind of close to a level up again. Slowly going up here. Da-da-da-dung. Okay, so this is another access point to the lift. I am curious about... I figure we can just try to get a tiny bit more runes for today. Let's get the level up, and then we'll call it. Because we're barely over on the normal hour and a half, so... that fight went a bit quicker than I thought it might have gone. Ambush. Lightning-proof dried liver. Yep, that's an ambush for beastmen. There we go. There we go. Ah, the Lux Ruins. Spike Club. I think we already had one of those spike clubs, because it didn't show big icon. Ooh. I hear jingle jangling. There we go. Sliding downward there. Aha. Dang it. There we go. Better. That's ouch. There we go. Taken care of. Alright, where'd you go, Scarab? Obviously, a little thing down there. Oop. No, okay, that's the Erd Tree itself. I thought I saw Grace. String. Golden Ruin 3. Well, that's basically one of them glowing skulls. Oh, where did that scarab go? Ooh. Alright, golden tree down there. And... Yep, Grace coalescing down there too. Oh, boss door down here. Alright, let's top off. I somehow doubt that the Lord of Blood is inside here. Oof. They took a lot of damage, but so did we. Alright, stick Marika. The question is, where is the stick of Marika here? Emma. There we go. Shield crash. Just in case, we're gonna top off on mana here. Ouch. There we go. Enemy failed. Alright, lantern so we can actually see in here. I do like how I had a staff and then it just threw the staff at us. And then it just fought like a normal beastman. It's like, yep, that's a beastman, alright. Ritual Sword Talisman. Raises attack power when HP is at maximum. Not bad. A talisman patterned after swords used in ritual combat held in honor of the Erd Tree. Raises attack power when HP is at maximum. The practice had died out by the age of King Consort Radagon, but remains of the arenas where ritual combat took place can still be found in every land. That's basically this. Spike Club? Thought we had it, but it has an exclamation mark next to it. A club with beast fangs wrapped around around the striking end. The uneven spread of fangs causes blood loss. Given only to the toughest of demi-humans, this weapon is a badge of honor, or so the demi-humans believe. Skill, Barbaric Roar. Let loose a bestial roar to rattle the spirits and increase attack power. While active, strong attacks change to savage combo attacks. Alright. Oh, actually, the Ashes of War that we picked up. Shield Crash. Grants no affinity, but imparts the following skill. Shield Crash. Two-hand the shield and charge forward while maintaining guard. Weaker enemies will be shoved backwards and can even be staggered. Hold to extend the duration of the charge forwards. Usable on all shields. Not bad. So we are completely empty on mana. Yeah, let's try to get that spot of grace down below, and we'll use that to level in theory. Survivable or not? You should probably get rid of these for right now. And then... okay, where's our rainbow stones at? Oh, yeah, we gotta... alright. Okay, survivable. Okay, should be okay to jump down. Lightning-proof dried liver. String and a rune fragment. Gotta be a bit careful here in case we misjudge where things are and jump off a cliff. Alright, first we'll grab this golden seed. And then... there we go. Nice little view of the capital here, and looks like this road, I assume it's what connects back over to the Volcano Manor area. And if we go this way, that should be... I can't remember if it's Patch's hit or our hit. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Letter to Patches. Tragoth. Alright, yep. So, in theory, if we go down that path, we can kind of knock Patch's request off. Oh yeah, we should level up first, so... oh, Dr. Milena. Is that our maiden's name, after all? Because I'm trying to remember now that the redhead that we saved with the one arm, what she was called. Because it's something similar, I thought.
The Erd Tree is close. Only a little further till the foot of the Erd Tree. And the accord is fulfilled. It takes me back. I was born at the foot of the Erd Tree, where Mother gave me my purpose. Though now, everything is lost to me. I have to ascertain for myself the reason for which I live, burned and bodiless.
You're burned and bodiless?
Shall I turn your runes to strength?
Yes.
Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me.
Alright.
Your thoughts, your ambitions.
I know at some point we want to get more mana as well. There'd be 2 to use the guy with the giant hammer and bazooka, Ash of War. But yeah, let's try to get endurance up to 25 first. Is there anything else that actually like interacted through directly? Alright, not the garment stuff, sadly. I guess it makes sense. We're supposed to only use garment stuff via our little dude. Ooh, I see one of the tomb dudes up over there. Okay.
Shall I turn your
Alright, no.
share them with
I thought it would be like you don't have enough ruins, but no. Alright. Bye, Milena. I'll try to remember your name next time, but you show up so infrequently that I make no guarantees. Actually, let's... before we end it... I know, this is the second time now I've said, oh, well, actually. But I figure if we come back, I'm going to forget that the statue exists up here. So let's go ahead and tap it, see where it leads us, and then at that spot of grace, we'll go ahead and call it for today. Ooh, the beast dies quivering, too. Alright. Whoa, okay. Not what I expected. Jarwhite, you okay? Alright, where is this dang mariner? I'm wondering if it's hiding somewhere here. Ah, there he is. Ouch. Uh-oh, wrong one. I don't know what he's doing. Alright, mana back. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, okay. It wasn't summoning the big dude. Ah, dang it. Alright, Jarwhite, we need a ride. Okay, good. Hey. Oh, oh, oh. There we go. Phew. Enemy failed. Alright, got some death root. Tibia summoned. Which I wonder how that's different than regular skeletal summons. Summons those lost in death. Sorcery, the Servants of Death, summons a group of those lost in death. 3 skeletons will appear some distance from the caster and attack foes before disappearing. The dead have long been left to wander. What they need is leadership. Oh, this is a spell. In my head, it was ashes like spirit ashes, but no. Interesting. 28 int though, so we can't use it yet. Alright, but what we came here for was this. Guide and Gatekeeper for those returning to the roots. Alright. Okay, so in this little town? Usually most of the crypts are built into the walls. I mean, obviously other ruins have them not there, but... Ignore me. Stormhawk Feather. In hindsight, with all these lost in death here, or those lost in death, maybe this is a lead on Ronnie's body. Aha, here we go. The Windham Catacombs. Alright, Lost Grace discovered. So now thinking of it, why do I still have the bubble around me? My flask still has that proper thingamajig in it, right? Oh, wrong one. Okay, cool. So I still have basically the it restores half of max HP and purifies the curse of the Lord of Blood. Alright. And I don't think that guy gave us that to level up or anything, right? Good chunk. But yeah, let's... yeah, let's not push it. Had to check the time. I'm like, do I push it? But no, I should not push it. But yeah, not too shabby today. There's a bit more of a Selenia left over than I thought maybe it would have been actually there. So, didn't get as much of the plateau nor any of Volcano Manor done, but what we did do, basically, not too bad. Like, that giant weird ant lion minotaur made of rock was definitely interesting. I know I am still debating on, like... No, this is actually not continuing, just more equipment stuff. Like, we could swap out the Uchigatana for a sorcerer catalyst. Because we have quite a few sorceries now. And we tend to have basically our magic stuff in the opposite hand anyway. Again, invincibility sorceries, gravity sorceries, Castellian sorceries. And all these are like... Meter, it's only 18. They said it can't be strengthened in any way, but that means it's already at max strength, which means it probably is better than most, right? And honestly, the gravity sorcery is probably the most intriguing. Like, if I were going to put any new sorceries on, well, any sorceries really. Like, let's see, if the ones that we have, like, probably be swapping out like a lightning spear for, like, rock sling comes to mind the most. Everyone loves throwing a rock. Yeah, I don't think we'll ever get meteorite, sadly, but, you know, that is what it is. Bubbles are pretty cool. Gravity well, I think it's more dangerous than not, quite honestly. The Night Maiden's Mist, I'm intrigued by that. Oh yeah, I forgot about basically Terra Magica. So, like, there are some sorcery options. Even, like, Freezing Mist, basically. Though we have the Ash of War for that. Actually, in hindsight, yeah, maybe it's not really that useful for sorceries. Most of the ones that we would want... Yeah, I think there's more actual faith-based stuff than not, which is, you know, why we are technically building up faith. Oh, I didn't realize, actually, we have access to, the aspect of the Crucible spells now. We could get a tail sweep. I can't get a more detailed description. I don't think we ever saw the actual, like, the shoulder check one. You know what, let's check that out just real quick here. Huh, I thought there was the ability to hold that down for more length. Where are ya? Charging Hand's Potency, okay. And creates a Mighty Horn on the caster's shoulder to gore foes from a low stance. Charging allows the caster to barrel into foes before delivering the final attack. There we go. Honestly, that would be actually not too shabby of a choice. Well, let's see, what is the shoulder check one like? That's if we charge it. And that's just tapping. Okay. Which one would be the better one? Actually, looks like we get better detailed descriptions if we just check this way. And I'm curious, does this actually, Alright, so they don't mention anything that, like, hits harder on stance. So tail does require more, but this seems like more maybe individual target. And this is basically more group. Though we don't really have a group spell. So you know what, before we go ahead and call it, let's just go ahead and swap the tail swipe. Yeah. What was this one? Yeah, Blessing Spoon. Grants blessing to self and nearby allies, although I wonder how much nearby means. Right, physical and fire affinity attacks also not potentially too bad, especially given that thing we do with the crazy spear, our frenzy spear. Yeah. I am slowly working our way up. We could do the Hal of Shabiri. Can also put some arcane in to try and get some of these dragon breaths, given our current form. So many possible ways. But better to have a wealth of options than a lack of options. And yeah, so basically we'll go ahead and pillage this tomb next time, and we'll do a bit more exploring. I know might go back to Caelid to check out some stuff, but I do want to kind of see a bit of what's here in the Plateau and Volcano Manor. I was a bit surprised that basically, I know, the plateau is both easy and hard. The enemies are taking decent damage, but they're dishing out decent damage too, so... It's hard to get a vibe of where we're supposed to be, but I feel like the game, you know, it's open world. Where we're supposed to be is wherever we want to be, and we can be. Like, nothing is as bad as Caelid when we first started the game and just kind of ran right into Caelid and started hitting our head against walls. So, nothing like that. But, alright. Crypt next time, and then miscellaneous, who knows. It's all about adventure. So, until then, later.